This breathtaking expanse of iconic wilderness spans over 1 million acres, and its watery ecosystem provides the perfect refuge for one of our planet's top reptilian predators, the American alligator. These prehistoric-looking creatures have been on our planet since the days when dinosaurs ruled the Earth, yet they managed to survive beyond the mass extinction of their ancient relatives. I have always considered the American alligator to be king of the Everglades, and in this episode, our goal is to compare this living fossil to the ultimate king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
My weight right behind his legs here and on his neck. Now, the most important thing we need to do is secure those jaws, but before we do, go ahead and zoom in on those teeth. That is impressive right there. Look at that skull structure. That is a massive animal. And the American alligator has one of the most powerful bite forces in the world. And when it comes to reptiles, nothing tops this as king in the United States.
Now try to imagine what the bite of a T-Rex would be like. With more than 50 serrated teeth and extra powerful muscles in their necks, they are capable of biting with over 7,000 pounds of force, allowing them to rip and throw a 100-pound chunk of meat in the air using a terrifying behavior called inertial feeding.
All right, bring the snare in. There we go. Careful, careful. Watch your fingers. Mike, you got a good hold?
I got it.
Okay.
Works good.
He's got power, guys. He's got power.
Coyote, give a little downward push on the top jaw. Downward push. Good.
Ooh. You good, Chris?
Yeah, his head's so big I can barely get my hands around it.
All right, going into danger zone.
There's no such thing as too much here.
Yep. Less power opening the mouth than closing it, but still, that head becomes a battering ram if this alligator decides to shift. Be careful, Mario. I'm actually gonna close the animal's eyes down a little bit, keep it calm. Now, one really cool thing that I want to show you guys, a feature that exists in crocodilians and some birds, is the fact that they have a nictitating membrane. That's a little protective lens over the eyeball that defends that eye. So watch this. Go ahead and zoom in tight on its eyeball.
Right out of tape.
Got it?
Eyes are open. Watch.
Mario.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. Ready? I'm gonna gently close down the eye. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Open. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Now that clear goggle helps protect the eye. You completely get out of the water and walk on all 4 limbs. They really do look like a prehistoric creature. And as we know, crocodilians have been on the planet for 240 million years. These animals were around during the time of the dinosaur. They competed with dinosaurs. They even ate dinosaurs. And as we know, because we're filming this episode today, they have survived beyond the dinosaurs.
Tyrannosaurus Rex roamed the Cretaceous period between 68 and 66 million years ago. Yet what's fascinating is that at one point they both shared a common ancestor with the lineage of ruling reptiles known as archosaurs.
All right, guys, he's building up power. Hold. Just let him do what he's gonna do.
Oh man.
Oh, look at that. Even with the 2 of us on top of this reptile, it is capable of standing up and moving us. And I think it's probably warranted that now we collect the biometric data.
Let's put this blindfold on him.
Yep.
Ready?
That will just help keep the reptile calm while we do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna gently push the snout down.
Using a flexible tape measure, we accurately collected the length of the animal's skull
50.8.
and its full body from snout to tail tip.
348.5.
That is a big animal. What is that in feet?
11.5 feet.
Wow, that is a massive reptile right there. 11.5 feet, and I would guess somewhere between 600 and 700 pounds.
Next, Mario needed to gently extract a blood sample from the alligator's tail.
Honestly, I don't know if this needle's gonna be big enough.
Okay.
The skin and the thickness of the scales on this animal is huge. We're gonna try. And the goal is just to get a little bit of blood so we can send it off to analysis.
Okay, great. Now this blood sample, what it will do is help us determine the health of this alligator population as a whole. And you know what this reminds me of? That scene in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom when Owen and Claire have to do the blood transfusion between the Tyrannosaurus Rex and Blue. How we doing back there, Mario?
Oh, there we go. I got a flash. I got some blood.
Yes. To an alligator, that's just like a little pinprick. We want to put as little stress on the animal as we can.
With a viable blood sample secured, it was time for the last crucial step, implanting an Avid microchip.
This avid chip is a unique identifier for the animal. You guys have actually seen us do this before with other crocodilians and of course the lions in South Africa. Jurassic World Adventure. All right, Mike, you hop off first. Here we go, guys. I'm rolling off the gator. Here we go.
In admiration, we watched as the massive alligator rose up on all four legs and slowly sauntered back into the sanctuary of its watery realm. From its bone-crushing jaws to its long muscular tail, when you witness a prehistoric-looking creature like this in action, it's not hard to recognize the similarities it shares with something like Tyrannosaurus Rex. And while the Tyrant King may be long gone, the King of the Everglades still proudly rules in the age of modern-day dinosaurs.
All right, guys, well, that is a wrap on the Tyrannosaurus Rex episode for Jurassic World Explorers, and it couldn't have ended in more epic fashion. A Jurassic-sized storm just pushed through and pushed us into cover. Man, that was incredible, getting the King of the Everglades, a modern-day dinosaur, the American alligator, up close for the cameras.
As the storm rumbled through, it carried within its walls of wind and water an unbelievable similarity to the tropical storm in Jurassic Park. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but for myself and the Jurassic World Explorers, the ending of this episode strangely felt like a scene from one of the greatest movies of all time.